But imagine trying to get somewhere with no map, no GPS, and no compass. Do you think you'd be able to do it? Hey everybody, welcome to the Entrepreneur Motivation Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Bello. Today, we're going to be talking about having faith in the process. You got to understand things take time, good things take time, and good things come to those who wait, as the saying goes. You've got to really trust the process. So Eric Thomas has a quote where he says, "Don't rush the process, trust the process." It's going to take time. In many cases, it takes longer than we would hope. And I've heard John Maxwell say, I think it was John Maxwell, was it a motivational video, and I could kind of recognize his voice. But he was saying, the fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that is worthwhile. And you notice that we tend to value things that are harder to achieve. Easy come, easy go. If it comes too easily, we don't tend to appreciate it. Instead of actually looking at the things that were very challenging for us to achieve and to accomplish, we tend to savor those moments more. Now, look at the example of a seed. Let's say that you plant a seed and you're watering it. Would you dig that up the same night and see how things were going? Probably not, because you know it's going to take time, right? You just planted that seed. Why would you try to dig that out and see if it's actually growing? There's a cool picture that I remember seeing. I'm going to flash it up on the screen here. And it says, sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but you've actually been planted. And you can see there's three images. The first one, the seed is going in, and the seed is like the hand putting the seed in the mud is life. And then the dirt is the struggles. The seed is then in the middle picture saying everything is over. And then on the very last picture, you can see that the seed is sprouting and things are happening and momentum is building. I remember someone on my podcast said, "It takes what it takes." I don't know if this was like a book title or a quote that someone had said. And sometimes it just takes what it takes. Chances are that you're doing something that has probably been done before. And this is why, again, I keep talking about mentors and finding the right people, joining like-minded communities or mastermind. That is the shortcut, because it's like using a map and a compass in the forest instead of just winging it when you've never gone hiking down a certain path or trail. So think about it. Imagine getting somewhere and you had, maybe you had a map and you had no GPS. Now, I'm dating myself here a little bit. As a millennial, I've always had a GPS. I think the only time I ever used MapQuest was for prom or homecoming or one of those things in high school. I was a junior in high school, got freaking lost, missed a turn. Everything went downhill from there. And we were, I don't know, I think we missed dinner entirely. We missed the photos entirely. And then we got through dinner when everyone was getting their orders. So yeah, that didn't go so well. But after that, I remember getting the GPS, like the Garmin GPS, before Google Maps and before unlimited data. But if you had a map, you could probably figure out how to get to where you want to go. Right? Most of us, you might have to get someone to be your wingman as you're driving to tell you what to do, which turns to take. But imagine trying to get somewhere with no map, no GPS, and no compass. Do you think you'd be able to do it? I mean, you might be able to figure it out. You'd probably have to stop by and ask a million different people for directions constantly, which would really take quite a bit of time, stopping into one gas station and the next. I remember memories as a kid. My dad had this like custom van and we'd go on trips, and my mom would be holding the map and being the wingman or wingwoman in this case, and they'd pull into a gas station and ask, "Hey, where are we in this town? Like, are we close to this place or that place? Are we almost there?" And that happened constantly. And this is again why you need to find help. You should not go it alone. You've got to find help, connect with like-minded people, and constantly be learning. And then if you do this, you're also going to know a lot more clearly if you're on track or not. If you're going it alone and you're not sure what the path is, you don't know if you're on the right path or if you're wasting time on the wrong things, right? So when you connect with the right people who are on the right path, or maybe they're further along, they can tell you if you're doing it right or not. And then you can course correct based on what it is that they're telling you to do. And my cat is in the video, so please enjoy if you're watching on YouTube. And so if you're not seeing results in 6 months, like maybe it's going to take 2 years, and maybe that person can tell you it's going to take longer than you want. And then someone who has done it has been there and done that, so they're going to know, versus the person who's never done it. They're not going to be able to adequately teach you because they have not done it before. So remember to have faith in the process, stay consistent, keep on going. I like to say get 1% better every day, because consistency over time yields results. Eventual success. Think of it as that. I will be an eventual success. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually, if I continue to get better over time, having faith in the process, planting those seeds and not digging them up immediately, knowing that it's going to take time, good things will happen and you'll get the results that you desire. So that's it for this episode. I hope you got some takeaways and some nuggets. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the YouTube comments below. And I look forward to catching you on the next episode of the Entrepreneur Motivation Podcast. Thanks again for your time. Talk soon.